Hello and welcome to PSM Speak. The government of India has brought in a new enactment, VBG Ramji 2025, Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar Ajivika Mission Gramin, in place of MGNREGA, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, which means exactly after 20 years, the government has replaced MGNREGA 2005 with VBG Ramji. Opposition parties are vehemently opposing this, and there is widespread opposition to this new enactment on the ground that it is not beneficial. Is it true? Let's look at the salient points of both these enactments briefly, and you decide yourself whether it's really good, better than the existence as the government claims, or bad, or ugly, or worse, or whatever. You decide it. First, this enactment says that we are going to give 125 days work in a year, one member in a family, against 100 days work. You are giving only 100 days and I am giving 125 days. Prima facie, it looks that the number of days the VBG Ramji giving is greater number of days, but is it really helpful? To know that, we need to go into the details. The MGNREGA said it is demand based. Anybody presenting for work, seeking employment, the guaranteed employment, it's a right based. Whereas this enactment, this is also through a statute, all right, but 125 days work will be created, supplied. This is supply based. That means there should be certain schemes. We will look into them, what are they, and then we supply. Here it is demand. Demand as a right. Here supply. That element of right is missing. Then funding of the scheme. Earlier it was almost Government of India. The wages under MGNREGA 100% from the Government of India. Only in some areas like tools, it is 90-10 nominal, 10% from the state governments. As against this, VBG Ramji stipulates only 60% from the government exchequer, Government of India. Remaining 40% should come from the state governments. Of course, some exceptions, a few states, 90-10 ratio is there. But overall, the state government's responsibility is 40%. Then the work broadly rural development under MGNREGA. Whatever be the work that the government has to decide, but should provide work. There is no scheme as such. There is no project, so I can give you work. That was not there under MGNREGA. But VBG Ramji, there are 4 verticals. Good. Water is one area. Infrastructure is another area. Creating assets. These are all good ideas, goals, ideals. And then 4th one, environmental concerns. Taking these things into consideration, and as the very name suggests, Viksit Bharat, subsuming the goals into Viksit Bharat goals, create work. And these are to be notified by the state governments also, wherever this is. But here under MGNREGA, people want food, want work. Work was provided. Then how these schemes are decided under VBG Ramji? Central government, central level planning, coming down to the Gram Panchayat level, rural level. That means it is top-down approach. Whereas MGNREGA, the Gram Sabha, village level decisions, then reported to the top, which means it is bottom-up. So this is top-down and this is bottom-up. Then under MGNREGA, there is no suspension of work. Although there had been demand that the MGNREGA work is coming in conflict with the farming. Farmers are not getting workers when they require. Then there were ideas that convergence of this scheme in such a way that the work on the farmers' fields also to be identified as work under MGNREGA. Instead of those kinds of thoughts like small farmer, cultivation, marginal farmers, and to what extent this can be taken and whom to be excluded, whatever, to have continuity in work supply, there is suspension of 60 days of work that is under VBG Ramji, which was absent under MGNREGA Act. Then digitalization, good idea. As the society is advancing, the digital methods is good, biometrics and all that. But when people are not prepared, the workers, the migrant laborers, before educating them on these new technologies, implementing digitization of payments or whatever, or identification, is this practical? Now, Mahatma Gandhi's name is identified with rural development, poor, the downtrodden, providing employment to them. Mahatma Gandhi's name is removed and VBG Ramji is put in place. Why? The government alone can satisfactorily explain us why it has removed Mahatma Gandhi's name from MGNREGA and replaced that with VBG Ramji. And then work as a right. This is not an unsubstantiated claim. That is the need. It is there in the Constitution of India. It is with the constitutional spirit that the MGNREGA was brought into force. Look at the fundamental rights. Article 21, protection of life, Part 4 of the Constitution. Look at Article 41, right to work. Is it not the spirit of the Constitution that the government has the role and responsibility to provide employment as a right to work? People should know and people should demand. The purpose of this video is to clarify these points. Hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for so patiently watching the video. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already. As you know, subscription is free. But it greatly encourages me to present to you more videos and more frequently, videos of this type. Thank you.